What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gen X Army Vet here with a video coming from YouTube. And this one is on Vivek Ramaswamy. This is the guy I was going to vote for the presidential election. But right when, old Donnie Trump came in, I automatically went back over to him because, the Republican Party backed him more than they backed Ramaswamy. But if Trump wasn't in, Ramaswamy was going to be my go-to guy. But this guy's smart. He's in it. He knows what he's talking about. So in the next election, if Vance runs, it's going to be, I would say it'd be him and probably Vivek. Because he seems like a strong contender. He's a smart guy, knows what he's talking about. He loves this country, bleeds red, white, and blue. So this would be my next guy. But he has some important stuff that I believe actually works. And I got the caveat when he's done. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
The conventional wisdom is that it's really hard to fix the problem of urban crime. Turns out, in truth, it's actually really simple. Here's the answer: precision policing. And I'll tell you what that means. Effectively, here's the problem. It is a really tiny number of people who commit the overwhelming majority of crimes. Take a city like my hometown of Columbus, where I am right now. You have a city with over 1 million people, and yet over 50% of crime, the majority of crimes, are committed by fewer than 500 people. Think about that. That's a staggeringly small number. All you got to do is get them off the streets, either into a psychiatric institution or in many cases in a prison where they actually belong. Now the objection is, okay, well, that might be well and easy to say, but how do you find those 500 people? Here's the answer. They make it really easy to identify themselves because they're repeat offenders. They keep committing crimes.
That's true. You got to think about it. Like here in Seattle, for instance, the people who normally commit the crime, it's a small majority, or a small group, not a majority. So they know who they are. They have their names. They have their pictures. Just like the guy who stabbed the lady in North Carolina on the train 14 times. We know who they are. It's just that our watered down laws, keep letting people like that go free. So if we just, one day, you know what? Fuck it. Keep everybody in, crime would pretty much disappear overnight. And those that are outside looking in say, damn, he did this. Maybe I shouldn't do this because I want to be permanently stayed there. We already have a prison system, but the prison system is weak. Like, we keep letting people out. Oh, he got good behavior. People who go in for violent crimes, they get out 20, 30 years from now. They come out. Sometimes they go back doing the same thing. Sometimes they actually get, rehabilitated. But just say, get rid of all that. Just keep them in there permanently. And people, oh, that's cruel and unusual punishment. So what? The streets are clean. Everything's safe. We're all the better for it, right?
So you have a giant city with 1 million+ people in it. Fewer than 500, not 5,000, 500 of them are committing a majority of the crime. Get those people off the streets and they make it easy to find them because they're committing crimes. So that's just the easiest and simplest thing we could do, but it's even easier than that. You want to talk about the second layer of precision policing isn't just going after who the police, in many cases, they know who these repeat offenders are. But those repeat offenders, it turns out, are also very locationally specific in their crimes as well. A majority of crimes, over 50% of crimes, are committed in less than 5% of city locations. So think about that. Over 50% of crime is committed by 500 or fewer people. Then over 50% of those crimes that those people are
doing the same spots
are actually committed in fewer than 5% of the city locations. It's not hard. This is not rocket science. We're the people that put a man on the moon. We're the people who split an atom. We should be able to figure out the very small number of locations where we know those crimes are being committed, the people who are committing those crimes, and actually have the courage and will to get them off the streets. Thomas Paine distributed a pamphlet called Common Sense that effectively helped start the American Revolution. They call it common sense not because everybody has it, but because somebody almost everywhere has it. And we're a nation built on that foundational idea of common sense. I think it unites most of us in this country. And it certainly unites us to say we want less crime rather than more. If you got violent criminals, lock them behind bars. And any political party, frankly, that can't muster the fortitude to say that probably shouldn't even exist in the United
States. You're part of the problem.
America.
Well, that's true, though. You got to think about it, because what he said is, we know who's doing it. We know where they normally do it. just apprehend them, put them away for a while. But the thing is, it's a crime. It's a money thing. So it case money. People want to. Oh, the court system. They make money from the in and out offenders. You know, recidivism. And as far as who's doing it, we all know who's doing the crimes. If you think about it, the entire city, we know who's doing the crimes because they have family members, brothers, sisters, mothers, aunts, uncles, or it's them themselves. We know who's doing it. We just never turn them in. We know who the shooters are. We know who the robbers, the jackers are. We know who the grapists are. We know the ones who like go around trying to scam people. We know who all they are. It's just that we don't turn them in because, oh, they get family money from their, spoils of crime, or we just don't turn them in because, oh, they might change. They might get better over time. Oh, it's just completely wrong. Oh, it's just, you violating the law. You got bleeding hearts out there that want to always try to get somebody off the hook. Give them the second, third, fourth, 10th chance. And then we end up with, the stabbing on the train in North Carolina. So, like you said, we could solve our crime issues overnight. It's just that we just choose not to. Because, it's cruel and unusual punishment. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion on it. Let me know your thoughts and comment below. I like to read. I like to respond. Let's get the conversation started. Like, share, subscribe to the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up because it really helps me out, this algorithm thing. And I catch you next video. Peace.